What is up, everybody? Nell here with my UFC fight night in Brazil prediction video. It's coming up this Saturday and hold. So, what had happened was, this weekend I completely fumbled everything, and the UFC where Mark Hunt got submitted, but I haven't seen it because it was in Russia. It started at some weird time. I work night, so I completely missed that. I meant to watch it later on after the Canelo fight, and I got to the fight party super late in time for the last round. That was it. Was very disappointed. And then I went to go try to see that fight, and actually we went to the club, and I got kind of tipsy. And then when I got home, I tried to find the Canelo fight, and I could not find it because they are on top of it. I cannot find it. So that's why I didn't find the UFC. So I didn't see either. And because the Canelo versus Triple G was the biggest boxing fight probably of the year. If I can find it by Wednesday, I will put out a recap video of that fight, especially since Canelo won. And there's a bunch of controversy. You know how I felt about the last fight. I didn't think it was a draw. I thought Triple G won. And if you know me, and we personally, you know that I felt that Triple G had to either knock out Canelo or have some serious knockdown, some serious dominance to get a victory. I knew if it went to a decision, it would go to Canelo, but that's just me talking because I haven't seen the fight. So be looking out for that. It's coming. All right. I'm on top of this one, though, so let's get into it. UFC Fight Night in Brazil coming this Saturday. Please watch the Brazil cards. They're always great fights. They always step it up. The crowd's always amazing. Let's talk about it. The main card, I'm going to choose Randa Marcos to beat Marina Rodriguez. Please do not use any of my predictions for any of your predictions because I'm unsure of all of them. Randa Marcos is very spotty. It's win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, and she just lost, so she's due for a win. And I don't know much about Marina. This is her debut. It's in Brazil. She is Brazilian, so will she live up to that pressure or will she crumble underneath it? I don't know. I was looking at some of the people she has fought. It's a lower level of competition than Randa. Again, Randa Marcos. Choosing Hidden Burrell to beat Andre Ewell. I am choosing Sam Alvey to beat Antonio Rogério Nogueira. Now, and Rogério is Little Nog. Big Nog is the one who's known for the submissions and all the jiu-jitsu accolades. Little Nog, I believe, has some he's Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. He probably has some accolades there too, but he's a boxer first. He's a sharper boxer, more diverse boxing. He's the one that's more likely to stand with you the entire fight, which I think he will with Sam. He's 42 years old. In fight years, he's much older though. He's been through some wars. He's had injuries, surgeries, the whole nine. Even with the Brazil crowd behind him, of course, he can win. Those are all those intangibles. Sam is 33 years old. He's in good shape. I hope he's in good shape. I hope you've stepped up your regimen for this, and you have to be smart to win this. I think he fights longer than Rogério does. I think he'll be a bit quicker. I think he'll be in better shape. I think he'll be more explosive. I think he'll be able to jump on him first, but he's going to have to do all of that and fight smart in order to beat Antonio Rogério Nogueira, but I am choosing it for Smiling Sam Alvey. Now, co-main event, and I am choosing Alex Cowboy Oliveira to beat Carlo Pedrosoli. Whew. And I love Alex. I love his personality. He's got that Muay Thai. I believe it's a black belt. I think he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't think this... quickly about that last fight. Sam Alvey has a wrestling base, so I think if he wears on Antonio in the first couple of rounds and drag this into the later rounds, I think he'll have a better gas tank. So let me just get that in there. All right, back to the co-main event. Alex's style, he's explosive, and he's gotten smarter with age. He's only 30 years old. He's been fighting for a while now. Carlos 25, so I don't think there's going to be much as far as him being younger there, because again, Alex is only 30. He is explosive. He's learned how to measure his cardio. He's a much smarter fighter now, and I don't think Carlos faced the level of competition that he needs to face to beat Alex in Brazil. Someone let me know if this is a short notice fight. This feels like Carlos stepped in short notice. Someone tell me if Alex had a different opponent here. Let me know. Choosing Cowboy Oliveira. Now, main event, and we're seeing Jimi Manuwa take on Thiago Santos. Now, Jimi Manuwa, of course, with that boxing, he has some wrestling as well, but he's really known for them hands. He's got some kicks as well. He is 38 years old. Although, you know, he's not necessarily older in fight years. He has taken some injury. He has been knocked out. I think he's kind of at that point where, are you going to become I don't want to call you a gatekeeper, but are you still going to be in that title hunt? You benefit from a weaker division right now. The light heavyweights, there's not as many. Thiago Santos, I think this is his chance to finally get there. He's got that Muay Thai. He's got, I believe, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. But again, I think he's going to be he's really muscular. He's shown that he can last a 3-round fight, but 5 rounds, I'm not quite sure. So he's going to have to measure his cardio. He can't get overexcited being in Brazil. The crowd's going to be behind him. He needs to feed. I think he needs to make smart take smart risks, because I do think he's going to have to take risks here. I think he's going to have to, he's too willing to get into a brawl. And if you get into a brawl with Jimi Manuwa, I think Jimi Manuwa's a bit smarter. I think he has a slicker jab, and I think he could bait him into bad movement and knock him out. And I'm talking myself out of my own pick, because I was going to pick Thiago, but now I'm like, I'm over here talking myself out of my own pick. I was going to pick Thiago. And I think that Jimmy could bait him into a brawl and become the victor out of that brawl. Jimmy's been through 5 rounds. He's been in more 5-round fights. He's been in more main events. So I don't think the pressure's going to get to him. I think he's going to feed off of being kind of the bad guy heel in Brazil. I'm talking myself out of my own pick. I got to pick a Jimi Manuwa. Look up for my 15-second predictions and recaps on Twitter and Instagram, because I may very well change that main event pick. But yeah, I came into this full on going to pick Thiago. I want to, let's see, this is, you know, if you beat this, we can actually start to see your name in there for a title shot. This will be the first time, but okay, I'm gonna go with my original pick, Thiago. Let's see if you can do it. Okay, let me stop. I'm going with the original pick. I came in here gonna pick Thiago. I'm gonna pick Thiago for now. All right, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I will have 15-second recaps and predictions, and more predictions probably on the undercards, because the prelims are pretty good, and I might change some of my picks here on the main event too. So I'm on Snapchat now. Tell me all your picks, any injury updates. Subscribe, like, talk to me. Take care, and goodbye.